Today I'm here with Lina Chen, CEO of Nix Hydra Games. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about Nix Hydra. What's the vision of the company?
So Nix Hydra is making a game world that's app-based, and it's mostly for a female audience. That's in a nutshell.
So how did you get into, where did this idea come from? Where did you get the idea of saying, I want to do female-oriented games?
Okay, so well, I used to work in scripted television, and then I started looking into newer platforms on which entertainment was being delivered, so like mobile and like web and tablets.
Yeah.
And I realized that not a lot of people were making apps and games for like a 16 to 28 female demographic.
Yeah.
I think, and the ones that were being made were pretty, it was like it had a very narrow focus, and I think it was because of the demographics of the people behind those apps.
What kind of other things what have you explored already, and what are the other avenues that you're looking to take advantage of these new platforms with?
I mean, I think you can be feminine without, feminine isn't just about fashion, right? So so our first app, Hot Guy Alarm Clock, which is actually, that's also, it's a little bit of a spoof on the whole, like, that's another stereotype, hot guys, right? That's a series of hot-sounding guys that wake you up in the morning. And there's like 10 different experiences, wake-up experiences, and each one's like a tiny little romance novel where you're the main character. Like stuff like that. And the next one is, it's a pet-based kind of sim, which I can talk about later.
Okay, so I want to know more about Hot Guy Alarm Clock and how this came about. Where did this idea come from?
Hot Guy Alarm Clock is something that me and my co-founder Naomi wanted for ourselves, and we were just actually, so her teen sister was like, wouldn't it be fun if like you could get woken up by like a hot sounding guy in the morning, like Hot Guy Alarm Clock essentially, and we were like, whoa, that's what we want.
That's awesome.
And, yeah.
And you just went from there? Or?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so so it's you and your co-founder are. Your background is television, and your co-founder's background is...
She worked in TV for a while, and then she worked at machinima.com, which makes animation out of video game engines.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff now here in LA, right? So how did you guys decide to collaborate and say, we're going to go on to this market for women's games and apps?
Well, we went to school together, first of all, like all 4 years, and then we worked on some projects at school, like creative type content-based projects, and then we moved out. We were roommates. I always knew I wanted to like work on something with her, so when we saw the opportunity of like female-oriented mobile gaming, we were like, this is the perfect opportunity for us.
Just go for it. Where was school? Is that local in LA?
We went to Yale.
Okay. Oh, so not
East Coast.
local in LA.
No.
So yeah, so you were on the East Coast in Yale doing like creative stuff. Is that?
Okay, so I made like a campus-wide TV show. That was like, it's like a dramatic soap opera. It was really goofy. That's all I'm going to tell you about it.
Wait, no. You made so you were in Yale doing like the college TV station thing, or?
It was actually, it turned out, it ended up being like webisodes. And so in each webisode, you could, at the end of the webisode, the audience could vote as to what they wanted to happen next. Like some
awesome.
Big like plot line, right? And then we would make the next one. Yeah.
So was that like part of your curriculum at Yale or something? Or just like, I have this cool idea, like, I'm going to go for it.
Right.
That's awesome. And was that a collaboration with your co-founder, or was that your own thing?
She directed and wrote a bunch of episodes, yeah.
That's awesome. So you guys had a lot of creative energy flowing in Yale, and you came out here, and now you're applying it to Nix Hydra.
Pretty much.
That's amazing. That's cool. So are you originally from the East Coast, or are you from Los Angeles?
No, I grew up in South Africa. My co-founder grew up Portland. Well, she moved around, but Portland's like her main.
Okay, so Northwest and South Africa.
Exactly.
So you went from South Africa to Yale and came out to Los Angeles?
Uh-huh.
Good deal. So was Yale your first entry into the United States, or had you lived here for a while?
Yeah.
Excellent. And while you were in South Africa, did you know that you wanted to do some kind of creative type thing, or?
I'm really interested in media and culture and entertainment, that kind of thing. And I'm really interested in starting things.
Yeah.
So something along those lines. Yeah.
You've raised around.
Yes.
Right? Can you tell the details?
Well, it was 345K angel round last year.
Excellent.
And we got it. There's so two investors in that they made their money off like highly successful gaming startups, and then the rest just sort of followed.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So how was that process? Did you go around pitching Hot Guy Alarm Clock and?
That was like a side thing. So we're making like a app-based game world. So Hot Guy Alarm Clock is the first app that will go into that game world. So we more pitched that world and sort of the market.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the fundraising was an interesting experience because, so since I'm a South African citizen, I had some visa issues. And so I had to get out of the country before I could close this deal. And then that deal actually ended up falling through.
Oh no.
So I was like trapped outside the country where most of my network was actually. And so no money, no network, and like a very worried co-founder. Yeah, but so that was weird.
Wait, so right in the middle of closing like your seed round, you end up going back to South Africa, trying to do it remotely or something?
Yeah, and it was a bad timing too because, like, for many reasons. But yeah, that deal did not work out. But it was actually good because we got better investors.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you got the visa issue, it was fixed, and then you came back and did it again?
The visa issue, it's actually a catch-22 because you can't get this visa that I need before you raise the money, really. And I can't raise the money without the visa to get into the country to like see these people. So, yeah.
That is great. They have to fix this. Like this has to be fixed.
Hopefully they will
because
fix
like
it.
I've met so many good entrepreneurs and engineers in particular, and people in technology who want to be here. They want to start companies.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that, the whole immigration issue that's happening?
Well, I think they're trying. They're really making an effort. It just, since it's government things, it takes a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just got to get easier for people that want to start up to be able to start up.
I think Canada's starting like a startup visa thing.
Really?
So they got on it.
we have to copy that or something.
Yeah. Right.
What made you? Why is LA the right place to start up Nix Hydra?
So two main reasons. One, like the creative environment in LA.
Yeah.
It feeds into the sensibility of our games a little bit better. And then the second reason, since I worked in entertainment, we are hoping to leverage like that world for our marketing better in LA.
Will Nix Hydra eventually go into the other platforms, or is it mainly focused on mobile and tablet type of?
We want to go into newer platforms, but not older platforms.
Okay.
Right.
Can you tell anything about which newer platforms you're looking at targeting?
Oh, no, right now we're definitely focused on just mobile and tablet, but the next ones that come out, I'm not even sure what they are right now, but like we'll look into those for sure. And
tell me more about the vision of the app world. What do you mean by that?
It's a lot of apps that are tied together into one central hub app, and then it's under one, it's like a meta game that has an overarching narrative.
Okay, so tell me about meta game. Is there other companies doing this style of, here's a market, we're going to do an entire world, or is this something that's unique to Nix Hydra?
Well, so it's like a mobile MMO, and people have tried that. This one's it's slightly different.
So you're thinking of it as a mobile MMO, and it will be cross-app, so depending on the experience that you want, they're all connected in some way, and it's some kind of network of girls' apps.
Yeah.
What comes next for Nix Hydra? What are you excited about?
Okay, so we're about to submit in the next month this new app. It's called Egg Baby, and it's like a Tamagotchi meets Pokemon. In that, so you're taking care of this egg, and then depending on how you treat it, it will like hatch into different types of creatures, and then that you collect essentially.